Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Weekend will not be a complete washout, but a big chunk of it will be wet. We'll look at the timing and whether we can keep the 60s going through both weekend days.
All right, Ben, cleared to resume. The pause lifted tonight for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, allowing the one-shot COVID vaccine to be administered once again. Good to have you with us tonight at 11. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is recommended to be given again immediately, in fact, following the decision today by a CDC advisory committee. And tonight, Michigan's health department is echoing that.
The U.S. has already administered nearly 8 million doses of Johnson & Johnson. Tonight, the CDC confirms there have now been at least 15 cases of severe blood clots, all in women, with most cases between the ages of 18 and 49. 3 of the women died. Jason Colthorpe following the developments. And Jason, so do they expect more cases to pop up once shots resume?
They do, Kim. However, they feel like the benefit here outweighs the risk. Specifically, they think this is going to save thousands more lives than it'll cost. Also, doctors are much more confident now in treating the syndrome that causes these blood clots if and when it shows up again. Lifting the pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine means it can start being given again as soon as tomorrow morning.
The science supports this news, and I know that this is welcome news for many.
The CDC and the FDA saying tonight it will come with new warnings and revised fact sheets.
People were really asking to have this back. They wondered why we had paused, and they were anxious to have this back, have an opportunity for a single dose vaccine for a one and done possibility.
Oakland County had people still asking for the J&J shot, and it will begin distributing the 4,500 doses it had before the pause again next week. Wayne County has 7,000 doses left, and Macomb 7,500. Each will get them to the people who ask for it and specifically need the one-shot option, like those who are homebound. The city of Detroit says it will evaluate on Monday how to appropriately offer J&J.
Overall, I actually think that this pause conveyed that we are taking every one of these needles and haystacks that we find seriously.
The Tri-Counties, by the way, aren't sure yet if the confidence will wane in the J&J vaccine, but Oakland County told me tonight they actually had people asking for it during the pause, and the CDC said while it was paused, they think it was only during the pause that the confidence was low because people went out and got other vaccines while that was happening if they were scheduled to get the J&J vaccine. Kim, back to you.
Yeah, Jason, I'm wondering, what are doctors saying? Do they say to women, should women over 50 be careful about getting that vaccine too?
And, you know, obviously that's going to be on their minds when they think about this and who it affects. But the CDC did not discourage any group of women from getting this. However, they did say every person needs to choose which vaccine they feel comfortable with, judging the risks with each one. And obviously there are small risks with this one. Kim?
Okay, Jason, thank you. Other coronavirus developments tonight. There are a concerning number of Michigan children hospitalized with COVID.
Yeah, the Michigan Health and Hospital Association reports 70 kids were hospitalized just this week. That is double what we saw during the worst days of the second wave last November. Also, the highest rate of new cases in Michigan is currently in those ages 10 to 19. Now, meanwhile, the University of Michigan says it's going to require students in campus living in campus dorms, they're going to have to be vaccinated. The state reports 5,031 new cases over the past 24 hours, along with 29 additional COVID deaths. We've made it even easier to find a vaccine appointment in Michigan. Just text the word vaccine to this phone number, 877-454-9348. 454-9348, and our vaccine hunter, Ken Haddad, will find an appointment for you and fill you in on where they are being given. You can check Ken's live blog at clickondetroit.com. He is continuously posting about clinics and appointments as they pop up.
All right, well, finally, a nice spring day to end the work week.
We have suffered through snow showers and freezing temperatures that threatened a lot of plans this week, so we're due for something nice here, Ben.
Yes, this was well-deserved, guys, and we're going to see some better temperatures eventually, but we're going to take a little bit of a pause. That word seems to get overused this time of year, but yes, if you have things to do this weekend, Do them early, do them late. In the middle is going to be a problem. And you can already see the rain we're expecting for Saturday is amassing down there across the Mississippi Valley, right there in central parts of Missouri. It will be here tomorrow, but we will start the day dry, maybe even some limited sunshine. Rain starts pushing in around lunchtime, and then for the second half of the day, we're pretty much looking at likely rain showers. That's going to continue through the overnight hours and then finally wrapping up before the sun comes up on Sunday morning. But we are in for a dry day on Sunday. Total rainfall amounts, well, they look like they're going to be a ½ inch around that in the southern half of the area, but a lot lighter. In fact, some parts of the north zone may miss out on this completely. There are your temperatures for the weekend, right around 60 degrees, but boy, do we have better numbers next week. We'll look at some real warmth in the 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben, let's talk politics. Who will run against Governor Gretchen Whitmer? One name floating around right now is the RNC chair, Ronna Romney McDaniel, a familiar name in Michigan political circles, and Politico reports she's considering running for governor next year. We bring in Mara McDonald. Mara, it's likely the first of a number of names that we're going to hear bandied about.
Trial balloons, Devin, and here's what that tip to Politico said, that McDaniel told a closed-door RNC meeting in Dallas that she was considering stepping down from her chair role to run for governor of Michigan. Let's talk about it.
Laws that were being passed in the name of COVID to create a porous election.
So is McDaniel really considering a run? Maybe, but more than likely, this tip to Politico is more trial balloon than anything else.
People want to test the waters. They want to see what the reaction would be. Does it excite donors in the grassroots? Is there pushback?
What Michigan Republicans agree on, Governor Whitmer is vulnerable, but so far finding a top-tier candidate who could be a consensus candidate has not appeared. All sorts of names are floating in the ether right now, including former candidates like John James or Lena Epstein, GOP mega donors like John Rakolta or David Fisher. Nobody so far has made the splash former Governor Snyder did when he came out of the gate with a Super Bowl ad touting himself as one tough nerd.
It's time for a nerd.
Is it surprising there's no candidate right now? Nope. It's early, and expect more of these gubernatorial trial balloons to start floating over the next several months.
Republicans do realize that she's vulnerable, but they need the right candidate to beat her. And some township supervisor from a county that no one's heard of is not going to be the person who gets it done.
Back here live, one thing is for sure. If this current dearth of top-tier GOP candidates continues for the next several months, the GOP in this state is going to look back on that 2010 gubernatorial primary where they had Pete Hoekstra, Mike Cox, Rick Snyder, and Mike Bouchard all vying as halcyon days indeed. Devin, back to you.
You know, Mara, you talk to political watchers. There is one dream GOP candidate out there, but she apparently is not interested in the job.
You mean the unicorn GOP candidate? That would be Macomb County Public Works Director Candace Miller, and you are absolutely right. She ticks all the boxes. Top-tier candidate. If she were to consider running for governor, I think we would hear cries of happiness throughout GOP land. The only problem is Miller has come out and said, and I quote, "I will not be a candidate for governor in 2022. And right now, I would take Miller at her word.
She's rather Sherman-esque about it. If nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not lead. Yeah. All right, Mara.
A road rage shooting on I-94 leads to a manhunt in New Boston. State police say someone shot at a driver on the freeway near Haggerty Road this afternoon. While the driver was not hurt, his car was hit by gunfire. Police then tracked the suspected shooter to a home on Huron River Drive, but when they finally went inside, nobody was home. The shooting remains under investigation tonight.
The ongoing chip shortage is forcing temporary layoffs at the Stellantis Jefferson North plant. 2 work crews are going to be cut for 3 weeks starting Monday. From there, they'll be called back, and then a 3rd crew will be laid off May 17th through the week of May 31st. Plant normally runs 2 shifts with 3 work crews 6 days a week. The plant's a busy one. It makes the Jeep Grand Cherokee and the Dodge Durango SUV.
University of Michigan students hold a protest calling for the school to denounce racism following the police killing of Dante Wright.
No justice, no peace. No racist police.
Groups including the Association for Black Social Work Students gathered at the Diag. Students tell us they've come together to demand the school support the family of Dante Wright and also address racism in the community. This one's a tough one for me. I love this place. A longtime Royal Oak business temporarily shutting its doors, Kim.
After initially reopening during the pandemic, the main art theater is now closed.
Ugh.
The independent movie theater has been in operation for 80 years at the corner of 11 Mile and Main Street. The main art theater is owned by Landmark Theaters, which says it has decided to keep theaters closed that aren't covering their expenses. At this time, there's no date for when it could reopen.
Oh, my favorite. I'll keep hoping.
Still ahead, a search is underway for a Michigan mother and her 3 children.
What we know about their disappearance and where they were last seen coming up.
A man is found living inside a gym where he was hiding and his disturbing past. Rod.
This Metro Detroit business is the oldest of its kind in the entire country.
The hardest part, of course, is just to watch what happens with the employees.
And sadly, it is going to close. We'll talk about how its final steps came about.